18 people who accidentally adopted monsters. The bond between humans and animals can be magical. Whether it's a playful kitten or a chirping parakeet, pets bring joy, comfort, and companionship into our lives. But for some, that connection takes a dark and dangerous turn when the pet isn't your average domestic animal, but a wild, exotic creature capable of turning into a nightmare. And that's exactly what you'll witness today. So before we dive into these terrifying tales, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and get ready for some chilling true stories. The chimpanzee that destroyed a life. On February 16, 2009, the world was shaken by a shocking and brutal attack in Stamford, Connecticut. Travis, a 200-pound chimpanzee raised like a human by his owner, Sandra Harold, snapped. That day, Sandra called her friend Charla Nash over for help with the chimp. But what was supposed to be a routine visit turned into a scene of unimaginable horror. When Travis saw Charla holding one of his toys, something inside him snapped. In a fit of uncontrollable rage, he attacked. Charla's face was mauled beyond recognition. Sandra tried everything to stop the assault, even stabbing Travis and hitting him with a shovel, but it was no use. The chimp was in a frenzy. The attack ended only when police arrived and shot Travis dead. Charla survived, but was left permanently disfigured and blind. She now speaks out to warn others about the dangers of keeping primates as pets. The crocodile that devoured a woman. In January 2019, a horrifying story emerged from the island of Sulawesi, Indonesia. Dayasi II, a 44-year-old scientist, was feeding a crocodile named Mary at the research farm where she worked. Mary wasn't just any crocodile. She was 15 feet long and weighed over 1,500 pounds, and she was being kept illegally. That day, something went horribly wrong. It's believed DC slipped and fell into the enclosure. The next morning, only remnants of her body were found. Mary had dragged DC inside and killed her. The crocodile was later tranquilized and moved to a conservation center. Meanwhile, the farm's owner is now facing criminal charges for housing such a dangerous animal without proper authorization. The iguana that turned into a monster. Amanda Gray, a resident of Cape Coral, Florida, adored her pet iguana, Igmo. From the moment Igmo hatched, Amanda treated her like family, letting her sleep in her clothes and even calling her daughter. But as the years passed, so did Igmo's innocence. At nearly 5 feet long, Igmo transformed into a reptilian menace. The turning point came one day during feeding time. Without warning, Igmo lunged at Amanda's face, claws slashing, teeth snapping. Amanda was left bloodied and traumatized, requiring stitches to recover from the savage attack. Experts believe Igmo was asserting dominance, viewing Amanda as a rival in her territory. After the incident, Amanda made the heartbreaking decision to rehome her beloved pet to someone with professional reptile experience, narrowly escaping what could have been a far worse fate. The pit bull attack that tore a family apart. In Tampa, Florida, 52-year-old Brenda Guerrero tried to do something sweet, put a sweater on her pit bull Scarface. But instead of gratitude, she was met with pure rage. Scarface attacked her viciously. Her husband Ismael rushed to help, only to be bitten himself. Their son Antoine joined the struggle, trying desperately to save his parents. But the dog attacked him too. The three managed to flee into their home, leaving Scarface in the yard. When authorities arrived, the dog was still uncontrollably violent. It took tasers, rubber bullets, and tranquilizers to finally subdue him. Sadly, due to the severity of the attack, Scarface was put down. The family was hospitalized, traumatized, and scarred, both physically and emotionally, the monkey that turned deadly. Jimmy Schwal had always loved animals, especially his pet monkey, JJ. For years, their bond seemed unbreakable, until one tragic day when that trust was shattered. While the full details remain sparse, what is known is that JJ, once loving and playful, turned violent without warning. In a shocking act of aggression, the monkey attacked Jimmy, leading to fatal injuries. Another life lost to a wild animal once thought to be a friend. They dressed him in Christmas outfits and even diapers. JJ the monkey had been part of Jimmy and Mona's family for 9 years, treated like a child. But one day in 2012, JJ escaped their home, and everything changed. When Jimmy tried to catch him with a net, the monkey turned violent. JJ bit into Jimmy's hand with razor-sharp teeth, then launched another attack, this time on his thigh and backside. Jimmy suffered severe injuries, needing 2 surgeries to repair 7 tendons and a nerve. In a desperate moment, Jimmy told his friend to shoot JJ. The monkey didn't survive. They had loved him like a son, but he died like a wild animal. The tiger that killed its keeper. In Southwold, Ontario, Norman Bowalda had spent years defending his right to own exotic animals. As president of the Canadian Exotic Animal Owners Association, he fought and won a legal battle to keep his Siberian tiger, even after it had previously attacked a young boy. But in a grim twist of fate, Norman would become the tiger's final victim. In 2010, while entering the enclosure to feed his 400-pound tiger, Norman was attacked and killed. His family found his lifeless body, and the tiger was eventually captured by animal services. His death serves as a haunting reminder. Wild animals, no matter how tame they may seem, can never be truly domesticated. The bird lover killed by his beloved cassowary. 75-year-old Marvin Hajos dedicated his life to raising one of the most dangerous birds in the world, cassowaries. With dagger-like claws nearly 4 inches long, these birds are beautiful and deadly. During breeding season, Marvin tried to retrieve an egg. He slipped. That's when the cassowary attacked. It slashed him repeatedly, leaving no chance for survival. Marvin bled out before help arrived. His family, devastated, gave up the birds. But the question remains: how much risk is love worth? Killed by her pet bear in front of her children. In Ross Township, Pennsylvania, 37-year-old Kelly Ann Waltz kept exotic animals, legally and illegally, including a lion, tiger, jaguar, and a 350-pound black bear. While cleaning the bear's cage, Kelly tried to distract it with food, but the bear turned on her, mauling her in front of her horrified children. A neighbor managed to shoot the bear, but it was already too late. Kelly died at the scene. Her husband had been keeping these animals on an expired license. It wasn't just tragic, it was preventable. Caught on camera. The python attack. In a viral video, a woman opens her giant python's cage. The snake hisses, tense, agitated. Then, in a flash, it strikes. The reptile bites her hand and coils tightly around her arm, beginning to constrict. She screams and struggles, but the snake won't let go. A man rushes in to help, using a metal rod to pry the python off. She survives, but not without injury or trauma. One thing's for sure, she'll never trust that snake again. Safari owner mauled by his own lion. At the Makarele Predator Center in South Africa, British safari owner Mike Hodge, 72, walked into a lion enclosure. He never made it back out on his own. Caught on video, the lion charges him, drags him like a rag doll, and ignores warning shots. Only when a ranger shoots the lion does the attack stop. Miraculously, Mike survives. But the lion, his pride and joy, is gone. Sometimes even love can't tame nature. Farmer gored by his own bull. Ricky Weinhold was a kind-hearted man who loved his animals. But one bull, over a ton in weight, was known for a bad temper. Ricky had already been attacked once. In 2010, just one day before his 53rd birthday, the bull struck again, fatally. His body was found trampled and broken in the outdoor pen. Despite warnings, Ricky had refused to part with the bull. This time, it cost him his life. These stories are chilling reminders that wild animals, no matter how loved or well cared for, are never truly domesticated. From heartbreaking betrayals to gruesome ends, these tragedies show the dark side of exotic pet ownership. Let us respect nature's power and remember, some creatures were never meant to be kept in cages. If you found this video shocking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life stories that will leave you speechless. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.